Hello, everybody, and welcome to Woo Inspired Sessions. So excited to have you guys here. Say hello so I could find out who is joining us today. My name is Sherry Elise, and I am the co-founder of thewellnessuniverse.com, which is an online community and platform of wellness practitioners who provide resources to assist you on your journey to total health and well-being, to a happier and healthier you. And I'm so excited for today's Woo Inspired Sessions. We spend a good amount of time interviewing and chatting with our Woo World Changers. Hello, Tracy. We've got Michelle here. I've got Elizabeth Kipp. We have Diana. We've got a whole slew of people. Hello, welcome, guys. So you guys, I'm super excited, and obviously you're pumped too, to meet the beautiful woman who is part of the Wellness Universe, one of our Wellness World Changers. And on behalf of Anna Pereira, the founder, and myself, I hope that you guys sit back and enjoy and really just take in the beauty, if you haven't met her already. Her name is Janette Stuart. Welcome, Janette. How are you?
Oh, I'm terrific. I'm so grateful to be here, Sherry. What an honor. And welcome to everybody that's here live on the call. Happy Friday. Happy September 1st. And if you're joining on the recording, thank you also.
Yes. So Janette is an angel practitioner. Janette's an author. She's a certified angel card reader and an emissary of joy. And I want to say that because I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Janette in person in San Francisco, and whatever you receive from this interview, I just want to say how much she actually embodies that. Whenever I see her, I speak to her, I'm on camera with, there is honestly, Janette, such a joy and a peace that you bring that comes along with you. So I just want to say it's a beautiful energy to be around. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So I want to dive right in, because the whole purpose of this is to not only get to know about what it is that you do, but to also get to know you. Because for myself, and I'm going to be straightforward and honest with everybody, I don't know a lot about angels, actually. And so I'm so intrigued by, I have ideas of what it is, but I'm so intrigued by this. And before we dive into that and have a giveaway and a reading at the end, so make sure you stay tuned, I want to kind of get to know a little bit about you and how did this whole thing begin and your connection with angels. So just tell us a little bit about you.
I grew up in a church background, and I always heard about angels. And when I was a little kid, I remember seeing little fairies, and I told one of my parents, and they're like, "Oh no, that's just pretend, you didn't see that." So I kind of shut the door on that, but I was always intrigued by angels. And when my dear brother, was very ill in 2012, he had a brain tumor, and he ended up passing away. And during his illness, I found on Facebook, this was back in 2012, before Facebook had a lot of the posters, it was a lot of text. And my beautiful friend Laurel Bleeden Maffei of Illuminating Souls, who is also a Wellness Universe member, her words were such a healing balm to me. I was so devastated by my brother's rapid decline, and we were so close. We were a year apart, and I always was big sister. I talked for him the first few years of his life, and we went through school together, and it was always Janette and Rob, and we have a sister also, Darlene, who's on Facebook Live with us. So I saw you there, sis. So Laurel's words were so touching to me, and I could feel the angel's presence, and I was always feeling very faithful, but to learn that I could experience the angel's love, and they were with me all the time. And they're not just with me, they're with everyone. We all have at least 2 guardian angels that are with us throughout our entire life. And it was so healing for me. And I thought, how wonderful if I could help somebody heal as I was healed during this devastating time. And so after about a year after my brother passed away, I had my first angel session with Laurel of Illuminating Souls, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I would lose my faith. I didn't know if I would start seeing dead people, or, if it would be scary or whatever. And it was just so loving and so gentle. And I thought, I wonder if I could do that. And I researched like how I could. I worked with Laurel. She had some classes, learning to be an angel messenger. And the word angel means God's messenger. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I worked with my coach, Karen, and Karen said, I invite you to consider that you, Janette, are a messenger of God. And that just like spoke to me. It's like, wow, that's really why I'm here. It felt like that's why I came. That was my purpose in life, is to help others heal and to feel the love and joy of our divine presence here with us. And it's not just for the favored. It's not just if you have money or if you're a first world person. The angels are in every text, in every religion. People have seen them repeatedly. So it's not just the one religion or another. So very, very helpful to me. And I just wanted to share that with others. And as I was getting ready to retire, I thought, oh, wouldn't that be great if I could do something angel related? I wasn't sure what it was. And my angels told me I would start a business. I would call it Angel Angles. And I'm like, what? Angel Angles? That's kind of hard to say. And they said that they wanted it Angel Angles because the words are often misspelled. Sometimes people will write angle instead of angel, and they wanted to say like putting a heavenly slant, an angelic slant in our daily lives to let everybody know that you have divine messengers with you that love you unconditionally. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be anything other than you are a divine child of God, a beloved child of God. And just because you're here, you are worthy.
Beautiful. Thank you, Janette. Tracy says that you're giving her a good cry and healing right now, and that she loves you.
Thank you, Tracy. I love you too.
So I'm going to speak like openly for a lot of people who may not believe in this and who have all of this curiosity. And I noticed a lot of what you were sharing. It was like, oh, it's okay to feel that. Would you say that one of the reasons? Would you say religion plays a lot of like for some pushback, or maybe why they don't buy into angels? Because I hear it all over. Like, I mean, my first impression when I hear angels is not from a religious standpoint, but I mean, now I'm a lot more open-minded, so I get it and I hear it and I want to know more about it. But I know for some that it could be a block. Would you say there's that kind of connection?
Oh, yeah. I think there's a lot of people that have been traumatized by religion or church. And that's one of the things with the angels is it's so loving and healing, and the angels only are loving. So if you're getting a message that isn't loving, it's not from the angels. It's from your ego that is telling you you're not worthy, you're not good enough. But the angels, as God, is just unconditional love.
Beautiful. So as far as your angels go, is it, because you hear about, oh, you know your angels. So you're saying you're kind of given them from the time that you were born. So it's not, is angels what you're talking about the same as like people who've passed over in your life that become angels, or is this completely different?
A lot of times those are guides. Okay. So I believe that like our loved ones can be guides to us, and also people that have passed over that we might not know, because we're all connected, right? we're all one. Um, and there's spirits and guides, and I use the word God a lot, or the divine or creator, and you can use your own word that resonates with you. Some people use source, some people use universe, and it's okay. You're here to live a joy-filled life, and you get to set your life by your thoughts, by what you want to create, and I really believe that.
Well, what I think is beautiful about that is, you know, that you have this experience and you were so open to hearing and learning about the angels. And so it's not, so what you're saying is it's not something that you connected to before. It was just after your brother's passing, which for me, I'm like, oh, like your brother almost brought you that gift to be able to connect.
Oh, my brother brings me lots of gifts.
Tell him to show up at my house.
Yes, yes. A lot of times he's like, oh, you know, I love you. I'm busy doing stuff over here. And it's wonderful. I feel like he's with me always, guiding me and loving me from beyond. And that's one thing I want to write a book about, other people's experiences with love from above. There's members that might even be on this call in the wellness universe who have recently experienced miracles of healing. Someone's wife was having surgery to remove a tumor. They got in there, it was healed, it was gone. And I want to write about that so people can be more aware of it, not just like what Janette thinks, but what other people see. You know, there's lots of signs of love from above. Like, I find a lot of money. I find change all the time. The angels are showing me abundance all the time, and it comes in different forms. If you find feathers in unusual places, that's a sign of angel. Numbers, I'm a real numbers person. I came from a financial background in human resources. So numbers are my thing. And my son is even born on 11/11, which is a sign of the angels. Stop your manifesting really quickly, watch your thoughts. And then my husband is born on 10/10. So all these numbers, yeah, love it.
So you're saying what it sounds like is that angels show up almost in ways or speak to you in ways that you, particularly like an individual, would understand.
Yes,
so it's like
there's different ways. Yes, some people actually like hear angels or see them. I'm a feeler, so I like feel their presence, and or an inner knowing. So like third eye, just the knowing that this is not my, it's not something I'm making up, but a lot of times that's where the angels will come through your imagination. And so sometimes you feel like you're making it up, but you are not. If you feel like it's the angels, it is the angels. And receive, that's something that's really hard. I've been an empath my whole life, so I feel for people a lot. I was the first kid in the playground. If there was a new person at school, I'm like, oh, here, come play with me, blah, blah, blah. And that is, it's good. We need empaths and highly sensitive people in the world, but it could be very draining for the person. So I like would motor through a lot of things and just like here, you know, I'm always doing for others. So it was hard for me to receive. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about is that I had a health scare with anemia where in 2014, and my hemoglobin numbers were single digit, and they're supposed to be about 15, and so it was really low, but I had just like kept motoring through, like going to work. I had a pretty high responsibility job as a department head, of an administration department in a local public agency, and so it was very visible to the public, and I would just motor through it. And I thought I was on a wellness retreat, and it was in Colorado, and I thought, oh, I am just out of breath. It's the altitude, but really it was my anemia. And when I went to the doctor, they were like really serious. They're like, what do you do? Do you just lay on a couch? And I'm like, no, I work, I get up, I meditate, I do my boot camp. I do all these things. And I'm just saying that so that people know it's okay to receive. You don't have to push through life, which I spent a lot of time pushing. And I just receiving food. Yeah.
And I think sometimes we don't even realize that we do that, or we go through those stages where it's like, oh, I'm open to receiving. It's actually one of my affirmations, because I find pushing, right? Like, so even when you just said that, I exhale. So I feel like that's just a beautiful message from an angel right now. I have one last question about angels, because we're already moving down in time, and I know I'm going to do a reading for everybody. So one last question. Do I have my own angel, or do I have to share them?
You have your own. You have two, Sherry. There's so many angels. They say that every time God has a thought, a new angel is created. So you have at least two guardian angels with you your whole life. And then I believe there's also angels that come in and work with us during certain times of our life. Like I work a lot with Archangel Gabriel, who was the angel of annunciation that's mentioned in the Bible. Behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy. That's the angel, and Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael are specifically mentioned in the Bible and in the I'm losing my thought.
Right. Those are the ones I've heard of.
Yeah, the Book of Tobit.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that's good to know, because I've heard of all those main angels, the main ones, but I wasn't sure if like our own guardian angels, if they're specifically for you, or it's, there's lots for everybody, but it's good to know, because I'm sure I take up a lot of their time. So if everybody is ready and open, I know that Janette has pulled a card, and this is from your own card deck, isn't it?
It is. It is from, oh, there you go. It is, this is something, I got the message last year to create this deck, and the angels gave me the 44 words and the messages, and it was like download fast. And I thought, oh, I need to find an artist, because all of the angel cards that I was seeing were paintings, and I'm like, I can't paint. I don't know how to do this. So I kind of put it away on the side. And then early this year, they said, Janette, you create some beautiful images with your photographs of nature. And so it's okay to look different. And anyway, those were born in June. And so the card that I pulled, everyone, so this is for everyone that's here live on the call. And if you're listening to the recording, this is for you also. So the card is Loving Movement. I'm going to hold it up to the camera where you can see it. Let's see. Sherry, tell me, is that
a little further down? You want to go a little further down and come in a little bit now, because now there's a glare. It's not a glare, it's an angel shining. Okay, Loving Movement.
Loving Movement is the card, and I'm going to read this to you. So Loving Movement. Your beautiful body loves to move. Treat yourself to some loving movements every day. How can you incorporate more motions into your day? The more you move, the more you want to move. The easier it becomes. Excuse me. Physical activity leads to a better sense of emotional and mental wellness. It is so good for you. Be good for you. Be good to you. So I'll show that once again. Let's see. So a little glary. So you see a woman walking in the field. So she is walking in the sunshine, enjoying the beauty of creation.
So if you all resonated with that message for you specifically, type in the chat yes. I want to know, because that was a reading for all of us that was pulled, and I know that I completely resonated with that. So I did more movement for all of us. And as Anna said, she said that's the wellness universe, or a loving movement. So it's very apropos.
Lots of yeses coming in.
So I know that Janette does personal card readings for people, and so you're definitely getting an opportunity to sign up for that. But now there's an awesome opportunity as well, and it is a chance to win a free inspirational card deck. So these cards that she's drawing from, and what we're going to ask you to do is she's going to do a drawing of 3 names, and you have until September, well, Labor Day.
4th.
I was like, I probably should have looked that up.
That's my brother's birthday. It's the perfect day.
Aw, see, now I just got
I know, isn't that great?
So beautiful. So in September 4th, to sign up, and Anna is going to post the link in there, and it's going to be to sign up for Janette's Love Letters, and she's going to do a drawing from the people who signed up, and she will contact you by email if you won.
Right.
Very exciting. So we thank you for that. And just to wrap this up, we've asked Janette to do a reading from her book On the Path of Joy, and to close us out, and then I'll do the final close. But just if you could share that message with everybody.
Sure, I'd like to. So this is from my first book, On a Path of Joy, and I'd like to read day 1. I'd like to close in honor of Louise Hay, who passed away this week at age 90, and she was very prominent in so many of our lives with her beautiful new thoughts. She actually, at age 60, wanted to publish her own book, Heal Your Life, and nobody would publish it. So she kept getting no, and she opened her own publishing house called Hay House, where many of the angel cards come from. And she was very prominent with working with the gay community during the HIV AIDS, and was just such a love. And I wanted to honor Louise by reading It is with loving eyes that I gaze upon my world today. So I'm going to read this, and it's a beautiful angel. Oh, what joy it is to endeavor to see the world through God's loving eyes. God is all love all the time. I seek to see the world through the eyes of love. Look upon everything I see through the eyes of love. See beauty in all I encounter. Imagine how precious you are in the sight of God. Imagine feeling God's love all day, every day. You, beloved, you are a precious child of God, and you are so loved. Today I ask to flow through my day, seeing the beauty of creation, the divine love that is all around me in every living thing. And so it is. This is a loving reminder that God and your angels view you with only loving eyes. What a joy, what a gift. It is with loving eyes that I gaze upon my world today. Thank you.
Janette. I'm like sitting here with my eyes closed and just taking in the love of that. And
that's great. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think that no matter what your beliefs are in anything, whether the angels, God specifically, source, universe, inner power, whatever that is, I think the joy in which you exude and love just goes to show that your beliefs really can guide you and guide all of us, especially if we look through the eyes of love. So it's beautiful. We honor you at the Wellness Universe for the work that you do in the world, for sharing your joy and your beauty and sharing the angels with us. And I hope you guys sign up. I don't know if the link went there. It doesn't look like on my side, but we will get that love letter link up for you to sign up and enter the drawing. Make sure that you go check out thewellnessuniverse.com. You can connect with Janette there. We have her link in there as well. And there are all of her sites. You can message her privately. There's lots of great stuff that you can do there. And we hope that you join us next Friday for another Woo Inspired Sessions with Sue Bryan. Just thank you, Janette. Thank you for you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to connecting with you all. Go ahead and look at my Wellness Universe profile link in the comments below, and sending you all so much love.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and may angels and love be with you. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.